Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a reading for the sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Capricorn, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link, my official Instagram and TikTok, all listed in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. Capricorn, I hope that you're doing well. I'm going to be using 2 decks for your reading today. The first one for the overall energy will be from the Starseed Oracle deck. And I'm going to be using a brand new tarot deck that was just gifted to me, the Butterfly Wisdom Tarot. The cards have been pre-shuffled. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Angels, spirits, guides, what messages do you have, please, for Capricorn? Baby steps. Action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. This card is very interesting. If you have any Taurus placements, Taurus, they didn't get the same card, but it's a similar feeling where it's almost like these are 3 different versions of the same person or the same you or your entity, and it's almost like the after effects of action that or we're kind of occupying multiple spaces at once. It's very quantum entanglement-ish. It's the believe it to see it mentality. I love these cards. I love how there's this, like, it almost looks like an oil slick. There's this portal energy here that has you standing on the precipice of great change, and yet it's incremental in its methodology. Like, you're not taking like this huge leap of faith. You've just taken it one step at a time, and now because you've done it one step at a time, now you've found yourself at the doorway of something monumental. And somehow it's like, oh, well, Spirit's giving me kind of a intense image of people who summit Mount Everest. I don't want to get too far into that, but you know, if you've ever read any stories or seen any images of that, right? There's a certain romanticism about summiting a great mountain, but they're not all positive stories. In fact, they have something called what is it called? Mountain fever, or summit fever. Summit fever. So Spirit's bringing this up for a reason. So it's a little bit of a cautionary tale in that one, talking about people, by the time they reach like the last leg of the journey, you've battled the elements. You've tested every human limit possible to climb Mount Everest or whatever, pick your mountain. And the last 30 feet or 50 feet or 100 feet or whatever, the last possible leg of that journey, when you can reach the top, people often become so obsessive with that they forget themselves. They forget their safety protocols. They throw off all of their oxygen gear and their safety harnesses. And I mean, it's a real thing. This actually has happened, in order to just touch the apex, touch the top, to say that they did it finally. And people have met a certain end when they've forgotten themselves. So it's not that Spirit is saying you're going to do that, but Spirit is saying, in a way, we know you're excited. You've worked so hard. You've taken these incremental steps, but be measured. And it's weird to have to say that to a Capricorn, because you're pretty methodical in the way that you approach things, but there's something specific here that Spirit wants to say, just be measured. Just be patient and be measured. They're showing me temperance, the temperance card. Don't be so eager to rush towards it. Oh, it's almost like allow it to reveal itself to you. You've made the journey all this way. Just kind of bask in the moment. Bask in the moment of having accomplished making it all this way, and just allow the experience and of whatever it is that you're looking forward to, allow it to wash over you. Be in the present moment. This is very important, because they gave me that example. It's kind of morbid, and I'm not even, it's not that I'm trying to keep a message from you, but if you ever just research that on your own, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Yes, a lot of people summit, they get to the top and come back with all their stories. Some people don't. I'll leave it at that. The point is not that there's a morbid ending here or a terrible ending. The point is that it is a tremendous accomplishment, whatever it is that you've done. Just allow yourself to sit in that for a little while. My goodness. Let me just give that one moment. I'm going to pause the video. Oh, okay, I didn't have to. If that wasn't a confirmation, I don't know what is. It's almost like I'm seeing the word in German, Achtung, attention. Attention, attention, attention. Yeah. It's Spirit is saying all sorts of interesting things. They're saying kid gloves. Handle something with kid gloves. Maybe because there's the words baby steps. Handle something with kid gloves. Handle whatever this precipice is, the portal energy. Not only approach it with patience, but also approach it with a kind of tenderness and delicacy. You're nearly there. It's almost like Spirit is showing me this beautiful image of like a puppy and an owner, and if like the owner's been away for a week and the puppy sees the owner is just going to crouch down towards the sidewalk and allow that puppy to run towards it, right? That's what I see for you. Allow the puppy to run towards you. You don't have to run towards it. It will come. It will come to you. It will be happy to, whatever this is. Let's get some cards for Capricorn. The Star in reverse. Interesting. The Star card, Major Arcana, number 17, Aquarius energy. Wish fulfillment and healing. And you got this card in reverse. Kind of tells me like, yes, you feel the wish fulfillment. It's within your grasp. It's almost there. You can feel it. You can taste it. But Spirit is saying there's just a moment of pause. It will happen. but there's just a moment of pause. It's almost like, you know, because the card does represent healing too. It's almost like there's just one last signature, one last thing you have to settle before the gates to the portal, to the new aspect of your life open up for you. There's just one last thing. What is that thing? Page of Swords and the Magician in reverse. Page of Swords is, oh my God. Isn't that crazy that I just freaking said one last signature, one last whatever? Look at that. It's like the quill and the scroll. That's crazy. And this even looks like a pencil. It's an obelisk, but like, to me, it looks like a pencil. It's almost like two tools of writing, of declaration, of, you know, maybe you're trying to buy a new house and you really want to sign the contract. You really want that house, but they still just need to fix that last thing on the roof. And you're just eager to sign because you don't want them to change their mind. Because now your inspector has pointed out the fact that the owners still need to fix something on the roof. Don't worry. The house is yours. You put the money down for it. You made the offer. It was accepted. Allow them to fix the thing on the roof, or whatever equivalent applies to your life. Right? Magician is the card of manifestation, the power of all four suits of the tarot, a very powerful energy. Your manifestations want to come in. Page of Swords is a little bit of the spy of the tarot, but also the one that like takes the beginning step, the baby step. Those are the pages. But again, there's just one last thing, and it's an important enough thing to cause your spirit guides, the universe, to say, okay, I know you're eager to get to the park, but we're just gonna, instead of running to the park, we're just gonna hold hands and we're gonna walk there. We're gonna, instead of like taking you off the leash, little puppy, we're gonna take you on the leash. I don't know where I'm going with this, but it's like I see a puppy on the end of the leash and it's like dragging the owner, and the owner's like, no. Let's allow the dog that's 3 times as big as you to go off with their owner first before I let you off the leash so you could run around. Because if you go a little too early, that big dog is gonna kind of come over and bully you or whatever it is, right? I see that very clearly in my head. I'm like in the middle of a park, little puppy dragging their owner. I see the whole thing. Spirit, that's how Spirit gives me messages. I know you're eager. We'll get there. We'll get there, Capricorn. Give me another card, please, for Capricorn. Thank you, Spirit. King of Cups. Oh, that's beautiful. It's Scorpio energy. By the time we reach the King of the suit of the Cups, which is water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, with a heavy emphasis on Scorpio, the Kings have such a beautiful level of maturity about them. This is a person who knows and is in touch with their emotional side. They may not reveal everything, but they certainly know what it is that they think and feel. And they can access those places if need be. So there's this sense here that when you finally do kind of walk through the portal of whatever this new thing is, this change in your life for the better, on the other side of that, there will be this knowledge like, wow, it really was better that I took my time, because the love and the friendship and the community and the heart-centered gift that I've been given, I really truly feel that. And I can look back and say, yeah, it was good that I took a moment to really make sure that this was what I wanted, because no regrets. No regrets. What does this have to do with for the Capricorns that I'm reading for? 4 cards came out. It's a lot. The Tower in reverse, the Knight of Cups in reverse, the Empress, and the 5 of Pentacles. Nine of Cups in reverse, Tower in reverse. This is the Tower in the upright. What does this have to do with? Yeah, well, Tower in reverse is about kind of averting disaster, dodging a bullet. Sometimes the Tower energy can be a really positive thing. It's very uncomfortable, but it can be positive because it talks about kind of shaking up the status quo in your life, because it's no longer allowing you to have any growth. Right? So the Tower can be a good thing. But when it's in reverse, it's kind of like averting disaster. It's like you know, things could have come crumbling down if I had been too haphazard about my decision making. It would have resulted in me not getting a wish fulfillment. 9 of Cups in the reverse. You know, there's this sense that I would have been locked out or left out of something really, truly beautiful. And because I believed that I was worthy, and I exhibited self-control, Spirit just said, I enter into my own power. The Empress, it's like the Empress is Libra and Taurus energy, and it's the divine feminine, the power of all 4 queens of the tarot. This card is known as the Master Attractor. Again, it's the little puppy. You crouch down and you just hold your hands out, and that puppy runs towards you. That puppy represents any kind of prosperity or love or something that you've wanted. Allow it to come to you. The Empress is here to reaffirm that for you, Capricorn. Can I get a card of advice for Capricorn, please, to close out the reading? Number 18 of the Major Arcana, Pisces energy with the Moon. It's going to drive you a little crazy, this having to wait a little bit. You know, you want to see what's on the other side. What's on the other side of this? I felt a fluctuation just now in my right ear. Your spirit guide's coming in. It could drive you a little crazy because you just want to see what's on the other side of this magical endeavor. Gotta just trust and visualize what it's almost like, because the words are follow your intuition before it makes sense. It's almost like wouldn't you rather have a manifestation come true that was fully formed in your mind first, instead of being like, oh, well, it would be nice if I had that opportunity. Yeah, it would be nice. Instead of, and then what it is that you get could be a little lackluster, instead of taking the time to really sit and manifest and believe, no, what I actually want is X, Y, and Z. And when those things come into being, then I know that I made that happen. I mean, either way you make it happen, but it can just be like on a subpar level, or it can be at a standard of excellence in terms of wish fulfillment. So for example, it's the difference between saying like, I can't stand my job and I just need to get out of it, and I'll just take anything else that kind of like pays me whatever amount of money. I just need to get out of this job. So you find another job that pays roughly the same amount, maybe a little bit more. Good area, people are decent. You go into that job and it's just, you're not learning anything. You might be making okay money, but you're not learning anything. You're not growing. You're not advancing. You're not fulfilled in any way. You got what you wanted. You just needed to get out of the other job. Or you're in this job and you say, you know, this is not what I want anymore. It's not healthy for me. It's not good for my growth. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to write down what it is that I actually want, so that when I interview, when I'm looking for jobs, I'm very clear in my mind about what it is that I'm looking for, how much money I want to make, where I want to work, what my work-life balance is going to be, and then work towards that and achieve that instead. Because Spirit's advice to you is like, things are a little nebulous. The moon is mystery, secret, solution, confusion. It's a little it's unclear. Spirit is asking you to look at that and focus and be clear with yourself and the universe about what it is that you want to be on the other side of that portal, and it shall be so. That's your reading, Capricorn. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Capricorn.